Hi, my name is Jimmy Chang, and we're here to talk about how to identify quadrants. Now, quadrants is one of those concepts where once you see and identify what the various quadrants are, you'll be able to use them in all of your math courses going forward. So we're going to first draw your typical XY coordinate system. And the first thing that you got to think about is the quadrants are in a counterclockwise pattern. So let's talk about the very first quadrant, which is the first most straightforward one of them all. And the first quadrant is in the top right-hand side. Now, in the first quadrant, both your x coordinates and your y coordinates are going to be both positive. So that's the easiest quadrant, arguably, of all of them because they're both positive. Now, when you go on to quadrant number 2, you will see that this is the quadrant where the x coordinates are going to be negative and the y coordinates are going to be positive. So there is a little bit of difference as we go from quadrant 1 to 2. Now with quadrant number 3, which is the bottom left quadrant, this is probably the second easiest quadrant to remember, simply because in quadrant number 3, both the x coordinates and the y coordinates are negative. So quadrant 3 is kind of like the opposite of quadrant number 1. And last but not least, we come to quadrant number 4. This is one where the x coordinates are going to be positive and the y coordinates are going to be negative. So what you got to think about is the quadrants do go in a counterclockwise order, and you just have to keep in mind what the different signs of each x and each y are going to be. So I'm Jimmy Chang, and that's how you identify quadrants.